Morris is out there, the ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicide to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Holiday. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over George. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now here's Jackson. Fires for three. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Holiday. Morris with the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
George, and it's blocked. And here is DiVincenzo. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Middleton, the pass to Giannis. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Now the pass to Morris. He feeds it to Ibaka. Shakes him. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, you love Serge Ibaka's shot selection, especially inside where he's so efficient.
Stolen by Jackson. 1:56 left in the first quarter. From deep, George. Not going to go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. From deep, Giannis. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 3. Lets it go with a 3. George, no good. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. No good on the quick 3. Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Norrell. Shoots from the right block, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 6. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Boy, Patrick Beverley, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Teague. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about that ability to mix speeds? Teague is so hard to keep up with when he's penetrating.
Bounce pass from Beverley. Kennard, the pass to Beverley. Here's Cousins. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Yes, that goes in.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Out to the right wing. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Man passes to Cousins. Easy jumper from very short distance. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Beverley finds Kennard. Passes to Cousins. 4 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. It's tipped.
Well, statistically not the most imposing shot blocker, but he gets every bit of that one, did Tucker.
There's Portis. That one off the back iron and out. Los Angeles leading by 6. Shoots from 12. Pass to Beverley. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
There's the lob to Portis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And Beverley kicks to Kennard. Here's the break. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Teague the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
How about that? That is exactly how you thread the needle. Jeff Teague demonstrating incredible vision.
Here's Beverley. Zubac. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Back to Teague. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Beverley kicks to Kennard. Zubac the pass to man. Out to the right wing. But they recover it. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Zubac. Cousins trying to free himself up. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Beverley against Teague. Pass to Portis. Shoots over Zubac. And too long on the shot.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Cousins kicks to Beverley. The pass to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Teague. Now the Bucks moving it up. Teague with the ball. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. George against DiVincenzo. Outside Jackson. Shoots the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 6. Holiday, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Leonard the pass to Morris. Now here's Jackson from downtown. Now here's George. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lobs it up for Holiday. He can't get that one.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, give us your take.
It's been a strong performance for them.
And that should...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Jackson with the bounce pass. The 3 from George. Drops in the tray. George has got 6.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
The shot by George, no good. Bucks trail by 5. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Middleton outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Clippers leading by 5. To the middle. Outside Jackson. On the wing, George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Jackson dishes to George. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Middleton for 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard kicks to Morris. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
George double teamed. Back to Jackson. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Lopez. Off target from outside. Clippers leading by 5. Oh, Morris in position. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Here's Young. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Middleton against Leonard. And the wide open shot from Morris. And Ibaka is right there. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Outside Holiday. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9" with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Lopez against Ibaka. Morris, left side. George finds Morris. Leonard with no one around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 7. Here's DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And Antetokounmpo inside. The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 7. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Patrick Beverley out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 3. Beverley the pass to Cousins. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Beverley against Middleton. Now Beverley. Fires at the elbow. And Cousins gets it to go.
Boy, aggressive move by DeMarcus Cousins. He'll dish out more punishment than he receives, that's for sure.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Changes up, and the layup is good.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Cousins inside, guarded by Tucker. Kennard for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Nwora. Kicks to T. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the lob to Portis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Teague against Beverley. Down low. Cousins, the pass to Beverley. Over Teague. Rebounded by the Bucks. Tucker's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And Forbes kicks it to Tucker. Back to Forbes. He dishes it to Tucker. That shot is off. Nice D from Cousins. Passes it to Tucker. Lots of room. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Man passes to Kennard. There's the three. It's good from long range. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Teague against Beverly, and Teague, here we go.
Fearlessness has always been a part of Jeff Teague's game. He can get inside the lane, can easily draw contact.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard kicks to Morris. And here's George for three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Outside Jackson. George looking over the floor. In the corner, it's Morris. That shot off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Lopez. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. It's in, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Jackson down low. Defended by DiVincenzo. Morris dishes to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move. Ibaka. The rebound by the Bucks.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Bullseye!
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
And George, here we go. Got it up in time. It falls!
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Timeout called, the Bucks. What's your take, guys?
Not sure they have enough time for the catch and shoot here. Only hope is to try for a tip-in off the inbound. They've got their work cut out for them on this possession.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And with tip.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks. David, here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And looking at the Nets, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Holiday finds Giannis. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here are the Nets. It's a 3-point game. KD passes to Irving. Launches a 3, hits it from 3-point range.
He's seeing everything right now. Fantastic job pulling the trigger when he's open.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday against Irving. Lopez dishes to Middleton. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Irving passes to Durant. From deep. Unable to get that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Lopez outside. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Harris up top, defended by Middleton. Harris misses. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. The tray. Jordan with the rebound. Lopez with the steal. Here's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Outside Irving. Pass to Brock. The kick out to Irving. Now the dish to Durant. Shoots over DiVincenzo. No good off the back of the rim. Milwaukee leading by 4. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Brown. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Durant's running. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Holiday against Irving. Outside Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Irving. Dishes to KD. The high post shot, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And that ties it up.
It's just lethal. Once Kevin Durant gets into that spot, he can rise up, and it's pretty much going to go in.
Giannis outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Irving. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Brown wide open. He fires. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Milwaukee's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Giannis outside. From the arc. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Durant for 3. Hands it from downtown. KD's got 7 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Irving up top, guarded by Holiday. Harris kicks to Irving. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Kyrie Irving has a sweet-looking stroke right there. Fantastic at getting his feet underneath him that time.
And here is Antetokounmpo up in time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. That one falls. He has 6.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Here's Llewellyn. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks trail by 4.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the sky hook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Following the three-pointer by Antetokounmpo. For the three. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Middleton outside. Here's the three. No good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Another shot. The kick out to Holiday. Three-pointer. Giannis, no good.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Open jump shot off the mark.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. There's the pass to Harden. To end the drought. Misses off the left iron.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Here's Nora with the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Forbes the pass to Nora. The Bucks working the ball around. The kick out to T. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive.
Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Unreal.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now, here's Portis. Guarded closely. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Portis with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Teague against Irving. Count that bucket.
I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Teague against Irving. And he's fouled on the shot. It misses, so a couple of free throws here. Almost the chance for a three-point play.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And so Teague gets 2 free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they've given it.
And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving at the point. Here's Irving following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. Harris looking it over. No good on the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Middleton can't get it to go. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Durant, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And stolen by Jordan. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. Here's Irving. The feed to Brown. Back to Irving. Over Holiday. That one a little long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Offensive rebound. Giannis kicks to Holiday. Great look, but off the mark.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Holiday against Irving. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Nets trail by 3. On up the court. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now Middleton. Tipped away. Brown, good.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now here is Holiday. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's the triple. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Giannis down there in great position down low and good timing on the putback.
Outside, KD. Lobs it up for Jordan. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 15 points in the game. Misses the three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Dinwiddie against Holiday. Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. 23 seconds left to play here in the third. And that one, good.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Holiday with the three. Passes it to DiVincenzo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got 6. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Here's Nora. Clock at 6. From 13, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Pass to Luwawu. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here is Forbes. Now here's Portis. Here's Nora. Portis, the pass to Teague. Here's Nora. Clock at 4. To the left wing. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Luwawu. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now T. Out left to the wing. Portis in the post. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Nets with the lead. Harden the pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton, defended by Portis. The pass to Claxton. From past the arc, and James Harden with the 3.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Here is Forbes. T kicks to Forbes. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Luwawu. Harden outside. The shot from 20 feet away. And right on target. Good.
And an offensive master at work. Harden has figured out every way to take advantage of a defense.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Harden gets to Durant. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. Jacks up a three. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good. And now just a 1-point Nets lead.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Durant, the pass to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. To tie it up. You can't get that one to fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Harris outside. On the wing, Harden. From outside the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Holiday with it. Guarded now by Irving. Holiday surveying the floor. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Outside, KD. And here's Harden. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And with pregame.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. And for the Clippers, Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now, here is George. Right side, Leonard. Ibaka outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Greg, we got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the shot goes in.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now here's Harden. Pass to KD. Six on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one. It's George on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Puts it up. Batum trying to break loose. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Now here's Leonard. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. And stolen by Jordan. Durant against Leonard. Here's Jordan. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
3 straight misses to begin this contest and already starting to look frustrated.
And it's Leonard missing. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Harden has a wide open look. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Dinwiddie kicks to Jordan. Durant in the corner. Stolen by Beverly. Batum with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And the pass to Beverly. Outside, George lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
1:52 left in the first quarter. Outside Durant. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way up.
He handles like a point guard. KD looks at ease running that pick and roll.
Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Leonard. The three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
Los Angeles leading by 6. The feed to Batum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Harden. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Now here's Beverly. 35 seconds left in the first. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Takes a shot at the elbow. Harden, no good. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Jackson against Irving. Lets it go from 14. Here's Kennard. Here's Zubac. Morris right side. Kennard for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Brown drives in. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
And we reach the end of the first. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a...
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
So for Brooklyn now, on out there with Irving, then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at center. To the inside, Kennard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Kennard's got his first points of the game.
With good size for a two-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Passes it to Luau. Irving with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Jackson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Missed inside.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
It's stolen by Morris. Irving against Jackson. Pass to Morris. And here is Zubac. From 12 feet out. 5 on the clock. Man passes to Morris. Zubac finds Morris. Back to Kennard. On the 3 off target. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. In the second quarter, held scoreless. On its way from Irving for 2. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Defensively, someone has to stay with Kyrie on the pick and roll. He's too good of a scorer.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That shot off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Brown kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Griffin. Irving for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Clippers lead by 3.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Outside Griffin. Count it.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Jackson against Irving. Jackson passes to Zubac. Now here's Kennard. Outside Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Nets trail by 3. Now Irving. The pass to Llewellyn. The 3. Here's Griffin. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I love the play call, and Blake with the strength, but also the touch to dominate inside.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Morris kicks to Kennard. Pass to Jackson. And Luau Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's George. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. The offensive rebound.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Dinwiddie against Beverly. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Leonard with the steal.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter. You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they... And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, Serge Ibaka displaying his skills today.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
We've got Patrick Beverly. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And it's Ibaka, and it's George in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And here's George, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Fires from deep. And it's George missing. The Nets with the lead. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden dishes to Jordan. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Jordan against Ibaka. The 3 from George. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Here's George following the bucket by the Nets. Will it go? Jordan with the rebound.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles.
doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Now Jordan. Paul George missing from long range. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Ibaka. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Clippers trail by 7. And Batum kicks to George. From deep three-point range, Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Nets passing it around. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A nice shot by George.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by Brooklyn.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Fires the 3. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. His positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Brooklyn leading by 5. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Pass to Griffin. Outside Irving. Pocket 6. Offensive rebound, Nets. Brown kicks to Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
The Nets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First one falls for.
It's interesting. Blake has increased his shooting range, but that hasn't really carried over to the free throw line.
Clippers trail by 7. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Kennard against Brown. Kennard the pass to Morris. Back to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. No good on the shot.
Incredible.
He's loving it.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Luwawu. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5 down low.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the wide open shot from Morris. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Irving looking for an opening. From outside, off the mark.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Inside. Zubac kicks to Morris. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets leading by 8. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Down low, it's stolen by Ibaka. Here's George. No good that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Brown, and he converts the layup. Brown's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
George with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the Clippers miss again.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Takes the three. Knocked loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Brooklyn leading by 10. Harden finds Dinwiddie. Knocks it loose. Back to Harden. Harris passes to Harden. It's up a three. He gets that one. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now Beverly. Paul George missing from long range. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Batum.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now, here is Harden. From deep. They get it again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
For the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Harden against Rondo. Pass to George. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks to Durant. A three ball. And again, it's the Nets missing. It's going to take something special for him to make a comeback here.
And the question, Kevin, is do they have the time to do it and the patience? You'd have to say it's a long shot.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
KD on the wing. Launches it. The rebound by Ibaka. Shot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
A three from Morris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers.
Score for your Clippers. Ivica Zubac.
Here's KD. They could use a bucket. Buries it from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 8.
It's really nothing you can do to stop that. Durant at his height, he has a quick trigger, and he makes it look easy.
The shot by George, wide open, off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They keep. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin.
David Aldridge, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Clippers, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mann in at the 3. Now here's Beverley. Batum passes to Mann, and Batum kicks to Ibaka. 6 to shoot for the 3. He can't hit that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
And here is Teague. Mora, the pass to Giannis. Here's Tucker. Great D that time from Batum.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Beverley. Pass to George. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Teague against George. Batum with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Ibaka. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Kept alive. Here's Giannis. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Now here's Beverley. Kicks it to George. The pass to Batum. To the inside. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Now here is George. And the rejection by Giannis. And Tucker kicks to Giannis. To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. DiVincenzo against George. Passes to Mann. To end the run. It's deflected. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Batum with the ball. From about 19 feet. Good on the bucket. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Teague, the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, a point guard must understand window of opportunity, and Jeff Teague specializes in exactly that.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Outside, George. And Ibaka kicks to George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now.
Consistent shooter from outside the arc. Paul George is terrific at finding space when he needs to get a shot off.
And another shot. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Clippers trail by 3. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Jackson. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA replay.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the...
Old school basketball. Yeah.
Well, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. We've got Bobby Portis. Also, Brook Lopez out there. Chris Middleton is out there with Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Such a wide open look. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Here's Holiday. Reggie Jackson with the rebound, and that's an intentional foul. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Holiday against Jackson. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Middleton against Leonard. And he commits the intentional foul. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. To the middle, got a piece of it. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked. Kennard finds Leonard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Here's Kennard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan. Not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Antetokounmpo, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Clippers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
And now we've got the intentional foul. The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And the dunk by Lopez.
All you have to do is throw it up. Then Brook Lopez so tall that he'll take care of the rest.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Now here's Beverly. Pass to George. Takes the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot misses, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. George against DiVincenzo. Now George. He's got 5. 3 seconds left. No good at the rim. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead up. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Back to George. Fires the 3. And Beverly kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ibaka. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Now the feed to Lopez. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's George. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. George has got 7.
Boy, Ibaka is such a great teammate. This guy is always willing to find the open man.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Giannis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Beverly. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Nobody near George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bucks trail by 9. Giannis drives in. Excellent D there from George. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. Now, the best man. Ibaka looking for an opening. Passes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Ibaka outside. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Ibaka. George has got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Ibaka against Giannis. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's George. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Antetokounmpo. Pass to man. Outside, George. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Now off the inbound, and Giannis with the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 24 points.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Pass to Leonard. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And it's good, 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 9.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Giannis against Morris. It's Giannis with the drive. Count the basket. 26 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. DiVincenzo finds Lopez with 1 on the clock, and that one drops for him.
Well, we know Brook Lopez can play with strength. He is amazing at converting these difficult opportunities.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And it's Leonard missing. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 28.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Tries again. And it's Zubac laying it in. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Holiday against Batum. Holiday dishes to Giannis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 16 points here in the second half.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
There's the pass to Zubac. Kennard with the ball. Dishes to Leonard. Great D that time from Middleton. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Misses from close range. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Passes it to Kennard. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Middleton. The 17-footer. And Leonard gets it to go.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Giannis outside. The second chance effort. The kick out to Holiday. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Outside Leonard. And stolen by DiVincenzo. To the inside. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Middleton. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Middleton. Giannis has got 34. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Takes it out to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Zubac. Just to Jackson. Stolen by Middleton. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And there's the whistle on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
To take the lead, Paul George grabs the miss. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Beverly, the pass to Mann. Back to Beverly, taken away by Holiday. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's good!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And George kicks to Beverly. Looking for George. He gets it there. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Here's Beverly to end the cold streak. Got it!
Patrick Beverly on the inside. Okay, we see you.
Here's Giannis. It drops.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
George from deep three-point land. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. It's the NBA on 2K.
Well, Kevin and
thanks, David. So the Nets starting five. We've got Durant. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez left side. Durant with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Brown is checked in for Jordan. The shot's good from Griffin. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Harden finds KD. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Now here's Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris. And here are the Nets. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Now here is Harris. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Just 5 to shoot. And Durant launches from deep. A rebound by the Bucks.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Giannis. Harden grabs the miss. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. This one for 3. It's a hand on it. Giannis on the follow.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to KD. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's Harris with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. KD passes to Jordan from the arc. The shot off that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Giannis inside. Guarded by KD. And Giannis gets it to go.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Harden against Holiday. Here's Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Giannis. 11 feet away. Durant, that's good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Giannis. He has 6. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Harden against T. Harden the pass to Harris. Fires for 3, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The Bucks trail. Now T. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him, or he'll pull up on a dime.
T kicks to Forbes. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Portis in the post. Pass to Nora. 3 on the clock. A rebound by the Nets. And so the first quarter is in the books. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2. Here's Teague, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And a wide-open look for Portis. Off target from 3-point range. Nets leading by 6. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Griffin. Clock at 6. No good from outside. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They trail by 6. Forbes the pass to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And an intentional foul right there. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Dishes it to Irving. Tries from 16, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's stolen. And so they foul intentionally. Nets leading by 8. Dinwiddie passes to Irving, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV time. We saw it then.
He's a good mind, and man knows what he's talking about.
Now, here's Portis. Tucker the pass to Portis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Teague against Dinwiddie. Outside Griffin. Latre. That shot off the mark. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Portis. Teague finds Portis. Tucker with the ball. That one good for 2.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Dinwiddie against Teague. It's Portis, high post. He kicks it to Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
First free throw is good.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. It's Solomon to Tacumbo for the finish, and the dunk by Giannis.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Now, here's DiVincenzo following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Llewellyn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Floats it up for Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Here's KD. From deep three-point range. Wow!
He got it in!
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Brooklyn. Found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. That one drops for him. Middleton's got the first field goal the second half for the Bucks.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Durant. He has 7. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Here is Harden after Drew Holiday's score. Harden surveying the D. Jordan kicks to KD. Now the pass to Harden. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Bucks trail by 3. Bounce pass Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Now, here is Harden. Wide open look. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Harden's got his 2nd bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here is Holiday. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Nice defense from KD. Harden's shot is off. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. And Giannis throws it down. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Brown, the pass to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Jordan dishes to Brown.
Boy, they love to see that kind of defense from Forbes, working hard at all aspects of his game.
There's the feed to Tucker. 1:24 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Forbes. Tucker, the pass to Forbes. Here's Portis. That shot missing. Jordan with some nice D. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
You know, Jordan, to me, is one of the more reliable bigs in the league. He takes a lot of punishment and rarely takes a night off.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Now here is Holiday. Lobbed up there for Lopez.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Dinwiddie dishes to Irving. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Llewellyn. Griffin against Antetokounmpo. Here's Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving with it. He's got 8. The dish to Jordan. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. It's off.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arm.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Holiday, following the bucket by the Nets. On the wing, Giannis. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Outside Irving.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. So they take the lead. Giannis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Holiday against Harden. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Pushing it up. Jordan, the pass to Durant. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. KD's on him. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Brown kicks to Jordan. Harris outside. Outside for Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Now, here's Durant. Looking to get it going. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one. Giannis drives in. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And that's an intentional foul. Brooklyn trailing. 1:31 left in the game. Giannis against Durant. Back to Harden. Over onto Kumbo.
Antetokounmpo is clearly a freak of an athlete. At his size, with his agility and length and strength. And what really makes him special is that he works so hard on the defensive end. If he's on you, he's going to make it a long night for you.
Harden against Holiday. Bull from the top of the key. Harden can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Antetokounmpo, no good. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Outside, KD. Shot clock at 6. A baseline J. Missed.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They lead by 3. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Poke loose. Middleton for 3. A shot that time, not on target.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
So a close game. Thank you, David. Great in Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum, and it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown, and it's Harris in at the 3. Now here is Ibaka. Outside, George. There's the 3. James Harden with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Durant, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. And here's George. Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's KD. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Here's George. Here's Ibaka. And it's sent back by KD.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden against Beverly. Harden kicks to KD. Over Ibaka. Durant finds Jordan. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
When you are dealing with DeAndre, you just have to wrap him up sometimes and hope he misses, because he is one of the most powerful players in the league.
Jordan no good on the free throw. The Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And the Clippers miss again.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Harden with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. The wide open look for Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got his second basket.
When the shots come to KD and the flow of the offense, it makes it much easier.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. Stolen by Durant. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And here's Beverly. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Basket good.
Just 6'1", but not many players more physical than Patrick Beverly.
Nets leading by 7.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
4 on the clock from deep. Harden. Rebound by the Clippers. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. Man passes to Batum. From 12 feet out. That's short off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
KD finds Jordan. Back to Durant. Shot from free throw range. It's tipped. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing. Clippers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Drills it from outside.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Pass to Harris. Harden inside the three-point line. And with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Harden against Beverly. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harden kicks to Brown. Over George. And that one released in time, but no good.
I love the way George can move his...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
They've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the 2. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him, and the shot goes in.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Jackson finds Kennard. Passes it to Leonard. Low block shot on the way. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Attacking, trying to get good looks. Give Kawhi credit. He finds one.
And the pass to Brown. Pass to Durant. Jackson looking it over. Leonard inside. He's against Jordan. And Leonard gets it to go.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Now here's Durant. He has 6. And finished off by KD.
Aggressive move by KD. It gives this team a different attitude when he's attacking the rim.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Here's Llewellyn. He's covered by Leonard. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Dinwiddie against Jackson. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Jackson from long range. Brooklyn with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And they're running. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
In the corner, Kennard with it. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Claxton the pass to Griffin. Here's Claxton. Here's Luwawu. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. Now it's a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Trey, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. Nets leading by 6. 1:14 left in the first half. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Here's Llewellyn. Pass to Dinwiddie. On the wing, Irving. Over Kennard. The putback. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Good vision. Good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot. Finds an open man.
44 seconds left now here in the second. Jackson against Dinwiddie. Outside Griffin. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton with the bucket.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Clippers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Banked in off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And the first half is now in the books. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Patrick Beverly. Batuma's out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mann in at the 3 spot. Here's George following the basket by Blake Griffin. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from George. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Tremendous form on the jump shot. One of the reasons Kyrie's so consistent with it.
Beverly, the pass to Batum. Here's George. Kicks it to Beverly. Back to George. Rebound, Brooklyn. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Irving. From the high post, he drills it. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
Here's George. Batum trying to break loose. And that one's good. George has got 7 points here in this quarter. And the Nets with possession here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Ibaka kicks to George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And now just a 3-point Nets lead.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Dinwiddie against Beverly. Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And good that time. Claxton's got 6 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's George on the wing, covered by Irving. Nets leading by 5. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Terrific body control from Kyrie and the showtime finish.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Now here is George. He's got 12. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Irving passes to Harden.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Durant kicks to Harden. It's hauled in by George.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's George, and it's blocked by Jordan. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. On its way from Irving for 2. Offensive rebound, Nets. And now we've got the intentional foul. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Nets. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Brown. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Brown against Jackson. Brown finds Harden. 6 to shoot. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Leonard inside, guarded by Harris. Leonard, no luck.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Harris. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Harden. Kicks it out to Leonard. From outside the arc. And it's Leonard again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
There's Jackson with the 3. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Harden the pass to Durant. Pass to Jordan. And the rejection by Zubats. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Kennard for 3. The 3. Leonard kicks to Kennard. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 16. Harden outside. Jordan the pass to Harden. Back to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Passes it to Brown. Puts up a 3. But they get it back. 3-pointer. They get it back. There's the triple. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Nets lead by 19.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
And the shot is good. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their career, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Brooklyn gets it back with a new shot clock at 14. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Harden. And here are the Clippers. 15-point game. That's a 2 from Kennard. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Brown. And on the way from Irving for 3. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Makes it off the glass.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. George against Harden. Over George. And again, no good by Brooklyn. From deep. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.